Green Day, punk band, political activists, and now coffee roasters? Hello caffeine fiends and welcome to another coffee review for www.getbeaned.com. I'm Vince the Mean Bean Machine, and today we're looking at Grind and Green Day's coffee collaboration. So, very recently, Green Day's iconic album American Idiot turned 25 years? No, 20 years, sorry, 20 years old. Very good album, very well known for people of my generation. Great. And the band have also recently invested in and started up their own coffee brand called Punk Bunny Coffee. I don't know much about it, but I believe the idea is it's sort of kind of ethical and whatever else. One would hope, given their punk credentials. I don't know how punk coffee is, but I like coffee, so I'd say it's pretty punk. No. Yeah, so great. They have a coffee and they've collabed with, London coffee roasters, Grind. So if you buy their coffee from Grind, you get this awesome little Grind and Green Day tin celebrating 20 years of American Idiot. That was the logo in the front of the album, and it says East Bay meets East London. Here's how this unlikely collaboration came to be. While recording their latest LP Saviours in London studio rock icons Green Day got in touch with their British influences from English punk to Britpop, fueling their late nights with their favourite British coffee. Grind. No stranger to roasting, the band recently launched their very own coffee brand, Punk Bunny Roasters. Together, we're celebrating the 20-year anniversary of the band's groundbreaking American Idiot with this limited edition tin featuring the album's original artwork. Here's hoping to use this blend to wake you up when September ends. Very clever. Very clever. Essentially, it's Punk Bunny's Coffee and Grind collabing on the roast. The roast is it says blend on the tin. The coffee I have is Colombian, so it might be a blend of Colombian coffees, and that's all the information it gives. Colombian, so great. I have a Colombian coffee from Green Day and this very nice tin. I bought these. Well, I bought the pods for a friend who has a pod machine, and the collaboration was, did coffee beans and coffee pods, so I bought the pods for a friend, and I thought, you know what, I can't pass up the opportunity to try Green Day's coffee. So here we are, trying Green Day's / Grinds Punk Bunny Green Day 20th anniversary, whatever, coffee. So do I think a punk band can make good coffee? This is interesting in and of itself. There's a lot of celebrities branding coffee now, or coffee and musicians have long gone hand in hand. So Serj Tankian I apologise to any Albanians out there if I've pronounced his name wrong there, but the lead singer of System of a Down has his own coffee shop in LA. And many other brands have. I believe Kiss had their own coffee chain, but Kiss will fucking brand anything, to be honest, so that doesn't mean a lot. And now Green Day are involved in this scene. So, do I think it will be good coffee? Well, it's from Grind, so it has to be Arabica, I imagine. Grind are they are. I liked Grind when they were smaller. This is going to sound so snobby, but I liked Grind when they were smaller roasters, and they've got big and they're in supermarkets and they've got like restaurants now rather than just coffee shops, and they still make very good coffee. Do not get me wrong, I like Grind coffee, but I think, as is the nature with most things with expansion, sometimes the in order to maximise profit or maximise that range, you don't get the same effect as you would with a small batch roaster. That's not a pop, I'm just saying. So I do like Grind. They will do good stuff. So I'm hoping for good stuff here. But I've not got a lot of you know, information about this coffee. It just says Colombian. So I'm hoping it's, I would presume it's Arabica because it's grind. And they are specialty coffee. So I don't think they're going to want to devalue their coffee. But the nature with branding with a celeb or band or whatever means that you can sort of sell anything and slap the bands. And I'm not saying they've done this, I'm just saying it, you know, you can slap the band's logo on it and you know it's going to sell to at least a certain fan base. You know, like me buying the pods for my friend. But anyway, I bought the beans, Colombian beans, nice little tin, here goes. Colombian coffee tends to be quite well rounded, quite chocolatey, balanced well with the fruit and the chocolate. So here goes. As always, I've got an espresso shot, an oat latte, and a glass of water to cleanse my palate in between. So, chin chin. Ooh, whoa. And it's stronger than what I was expecting. And fruitier. That is not... It doesn't bite the tip of the tongue, but it definitely catches you at the back of the throat and the cheeks there. And yeah, that's really fruity actually. Quite berry-esque. I'd say kind of red berries, curranty. Quite acidic actually. That's weirdly fruity. I was not expecting that at all. Yeah, sort of black curranty almost. Fruity bite to it. Not a lot of chocolatey balance to it at all. Very, yeah, I'd say red berries or kind of black curranty. Sits very much at the front of the mouth. Really nice, if that's what you like. I was expecting a sort of warmer, rounder coffee that more kind of viscous sits at the back of the tongue, but no, very much front of the tongue and kind of the back of the cheeks there. But yeah, wow, fruity and nice, but not, it doesn't like burn the throat. There's no kind of harshness to it. It just caught me off guard a little. And that's actually really pleasant coffee. So if you like a fruity espresso, I think you will probably like that. I think maybe espresso drinkers will like it, and then people who aren't your standard espresso drinkers might struggle a little bit. It's not as dark and as cloying as some espressos, so if you like a fruity coffee, maybe I think that'd be really good as like a long black coffee, because that fruitiness will come out a bit more and you can savour it with a longer coffee. I don't think it's necessarily gonna suit a latte, but from what I gather from the espresso, a long black of that would be very nice. You get a kind of berry, smooth but not too harsh, acidic but not too bitey coffee, I think. So yeah, actually quite a nice coffee. So we'll give it a go as now I've cleansed my palate, we'll give it a go as an oat latte. I'm not holding out much hope because it's a fruitier coffee. More of that chocolatey balance may come out with the oat milk. But fruity coffees don't really lend themselves to milk as you do sort of expect. But you never know. I sort of think maybe more of that chocolatey-ness will come out. And obviously the fruitiness will be pared back, and you'll lose a lot of that acidity. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, very much as I expected. You lose a lot of that bite, or any of that bite really. It becomes almost quite caramelly, very sweet, but you lose a lot of the nuances of it. It's not bad. It's not a bad latte, but you lose I think too much with it really. It doesn't lend itself to a latte. It's not a bad latte in and of itself. But if you wanted to pick out the flavours of the coffee, it's not really one for lattes. But yeah, it becomes more rounded, more balanced. But you lose that sort of flavour palette that you buy it for. So I would say very good for black coffee, long black. You know, an Americano, maybe even an iced Americano. That'd be quite nice because it's so fruity. I know it's getting colder, but yeah, you know what? For a branded coffee, I'm really surprised at how nice that is, actually. Yeah, so actually, would recommend, even to coffee snobs. Yeah, this nice little coffee, nice little tin. Very happy with that. Thank you very much for watching. Do hit those like and subscribe buttons, and we'll see you all soon. Okay, take care. Bye bye.